Hello, people of the internet. I'm Nick from Motor City Magic, and today I'm coming at you with an BFZ card standard deck profile of Dark Jeskai. Now, before we begin, I want to point out that I was at my F&M the other day, and I opened a cons pack, and I got a flight strand and a foil delta. I'm trying to get the but the strand is just a regular strand, but the delta is foil. This is like an $80 card, so. Some of you think don't put it in your standard deck, but I need fetches, so I'm putting it in my standard deck. Yeah, people want this, almost as bad as the Expedition. I just wanted to point that out. That made me feel really happy, and I made top 4 there at my F&M, so I had a pretty good night. Oh yeah, this is Dark Jeskai. This is a deck that I really like. I want to say something real fast. No Jace, no Hangerback Walker, not a lot of fetches. I can't afford them. This is just something I threw together to hang out with some friends and, have a good time. And if they want to play some standard, I'll let them borrow this because, it's not a bad deck. I mean, it has a bunch of good cards in it. But enough yapping, let's just get to the damn deck. 1 Polluted Delta and 1 Flood Strand is actual fetch lands from Konzatark here. Because I'm poor, play 4 Evolving Wilds. It's a fetch, it can go into your graveyard, it helps out your delve. And note there are no BFZ lands in here either, I'm too poor. Instead, I play these Fate Reforged Gain Life lands in the form of 3 copies of Bloodfell Cliffs, 3 copies of Scoured Barrens. This makes red-black, black-white. Red-blue is 2 Swiftwater Cliffs. And then for blue-black, I play 1 Dismal Backwater. This is just to help out your mana fixing. Believe it or not, in the testing that I've done with the deck, your mana hands aren't really that bad. I mean, the mana in the deck is so good. But you could open up 3 Evolving Wilds against a Tarka Red, and you still win game 1, because your mana is just that good, and you can still cast your spells, and gain a lot of life. So that is 9, or 10, or something like that, yeah. I played 3 Pain Lands, 2 Battlefield Forge, and a case of Koilos. I'd like some of these to be Shivan Reefs. Some of the Gain Life lands, probably the Swiftwater Cliffs would be Shivan Reefs. But these are fine. This really is just for the extra mana fixing, and in the late game they make colorless. This is just so you can cast your Mana Striders on turn 3 and your removal spells. And then for the basics of the deck, I play 3 islands, 2 mountains, 2 plains, and a swamp. Sometimes I don't feel like playing with swamp, but I have to, just so I have access to the black mana whenever I need it. Sometimes you'll draw swamp, island, 3 treasure crew or 2 treasure crews and some spells you can cast, or it's like you'll open this Mana Strider, But here's 8 basics, 4 Evolving Wilds plus 2 fetches, so 1.5 lands per fetch land. So anyway, that's it for my mana base. It is 26 lands. You are a control deck. You want to make a land drop every turn of the game. 4 Seekers. These would be Jaces, but I don't want to buy Jaces. So, this is really to help out your Atarka Red matchup because it is abysmal. 2 Soulfire Grandmaster. This is a boss. Buy back your Jeskai Charms with Lifelink. Buy back your Fiery Impulses with Lifelink. This card is dumb. There's only 2 of it because A, I only have 2, and B, you don't want too many of these in your hand because they get wild slashed so fast. The best creature in the deck, 4 Mantis Rider. It's the whole reason you're playing the deck, honestly. I mean, it's a 3/3 that has abilities that are relevant and just doesn't die. They need a Fiery Impulse, they need a Silkrap this thing, and even if it gets Silkraptor or something, most removal sorcery speed, so you can get in for 3. Sorry about that. Just need to water real fast. Most removal sorcery speed, so I have to kill this. And even the instant speed removal, odds are you're going to get a prowess trigger out of your guys because you can burn them in response. 1 Wingmate Rock, because this card is hilarious. You can attack with a Mantis Rider, you can play this. You have 3 blockers, 9 power in the air. That's dumb. And to top it all off, I play 2 copies of Dragon Lord Silumgar. This is your late game finisher against control decks. You can just Silumgar, take their Ugin, Boltum, die. Like, this is what really helps out the late game. That does it for creatures. I said this is a control deck, and it is. But the creatures, you have to play creatures in this deck. They're so good. On to the spells for Wild Slash. You gotta kill Jace. Kill Jace, kill Hangerback Walker, kill 2/1s for 1, just kill him. 2 copies of Fiery Impulse, you need to kill things, and sometimes with Spell Mastery you can gain 3 life while you're Grandmaster, which that can help you live a turn. 1 Dispel, because why wouldn't I play Dispel? It counters instants, and that's what you want. 2 Anticipate, because this can dig through your deck to go find the pieces that you want. 1 copy of Valor Stance. I only have 1, which is why I'm only playing 1. I probably would put this to 2. Yeah, 2, because there's no, like, Siege Rounds running around. But really, this is just to say, oh, you want to kill my Mana Strider? No. You want to kill Wingmate Rock? No. Kill Silumgar? No. This is how you protect your creatures. Or, if they've got a giant thing over there that you want dead, kill it. 2 Mardu Charm and 2 Jeskai Charm. I picked ratio 2 and 2 because I was originally playing 4 Jeskai Charm and I found them way too cloggy. So I put them in the sideboard. I love Mardu Charm. This card is so dumb. Because you can either go Mizium Mortars or Dude, Raise the Alarm with First Strike, or Duress. Those are really good abilities to put onto a card. Especially with the mana in the deck, it's so easy to make it. So you can just go, alright, turn 3, here's this. Put 2 1/1s into play at the end of your turn, untap, do stuff. And then Jeskai Charm is a removal spell, it's a burn spell, and it can give your Mana Striders +1/+1 and lifelink. It hops, it's an offensive card and a defensive card, which is what you want your spells to be in the deck. All the spells in the deck can be offensively, they can be used offensively to get your opponent's life total, or they can be used defensively to hit your opponent's card advantage, and that's what I love about this deck. 2 Murderous Cut is the last instance in the deck. Just, sometimes you need to kill stuff, and Murderous Cut is a great way to do it. So that's it for my instance. On to the last spells in the deck. I'm playing 2 Despise. Planeswalkers are everywhere. Hit their Jaces, hit their Gideons, get them out of their sight, don't deal with them, they're done. I'm playing 1 Roast, mainly because it's the FM November Roast. Really cool looking. But yeah, this is just to kill Siege Rhino, this is to kill Hangerback Walkers, this is to kill things that other stuff can't kill. It also kills Savage Knuckleblade, because they go turn 3 Knuckleblade, can't bounce it, kill it. Kill the Soulfire Grandmaster, kill it, gain 5, done. And then last spell in the deck, 2 Treasure Cruise. This helps you refuel after you empty your burn or empty your removal. You can just say, okay, draw 3. And with Soulfire Grandmaster, you can buy it back. So I'm going to play Ancestral Recall, and I'm going to buy it back for 5. That's not bad. That's it for my main deck. Suggestions: Jace, Crackling Doom. Make your mana base better, but this is just something I threw together for a couple of friends and to play casually with, so I like it. And besides, you could probably take this to FNM and go like 2 and 2 or something with it. It's not a bad deck. Onto the sideboard. Sideboard's very from meta to meta, but going over the playing, I've been playing a 4-color company deck. Maybe you can get a deck profile of that. It's my buddy's. He might let me use it for the weekend for a PPTQ. So, we're going to see, but this is the sideboard that I have right now. The one fell at our cub, because there are enchantments running around. There are Silk Wraps in this format. Blow them up. Get them out of here. Going to play 2 Pro Lake Ancient. This is for your control matchup. Sometimes against the control decks, you just need something they can't deal with. Here's your Pro Lake Ancient, done. Just have fun with this boy. And besides, he's like one of my top 10 favorite cards out of this block. He's a good card. I play 3 Duress. Everything that isn't mid-range, and even mid-range, it hits their stuff, so Duress is it's just for hand attack in the sideboard for control decks and the aggro decks, because you need to hit their target's command. Surge of Righteousness is a 1-of, the mirror match, mono red, Obzon, done. Don't have to explain it. This is going to be like a top 10 card in the format soon. This card's dumb. 2 Negate. I sideboard the other Jeskai Charms for Atarka Red, and blue-black control. Because against blue-black control, you side out your murderous cuts and you side out your removal, and you become Jeskai burn. You go bam, 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 die. And then you bring in your pro-likes and whatnot, so yeah. I play one suspension field. This is for the green decks running around, because green Eldrazi is a thing, and people like that deck. Here's how you win. You get rid of their thing, you get rid of Ulamog, done. 2 copies of Barrage of Boulders. This card is dumb. Deals 1 damage to each creature you don't control, and then Ferocious says, if you have a creature with power 4 or greater, nothing can block this turn. So with Soulfire Grandmaster, you can kill 5 goblins, gain 5 life, attack, you gain 7 life for 3 mana. Done. I have 1 Radiant Flames in my sideboard. I'm sorry to keep bragging about foes, but come on, this is pretty. So pretty. She sure is pretty, Sheldon, yeah. But yeah, these are just for the Soulfire Grandmaster combos, and because Atarka Red is an abysmal matchup, game 1. Here's how you win. They tap out for their Holding Outburst turn 3. You do either this or this for 2, nuke their board, Soulfire Grandmaster gains you some life, and you survive. And their board wipes in red when red doesn't get board wipes, so you honestly could play 3 Radiant Flames. I'm just doing this ratio because A, this is what I have, and B, it actually works. So that is it. This is my Dark Jeskai deck profile for Balfour's Zendikar Standard. It is budget a little bit. I just have the fetch lands in here and the Soulfire Grandmasters in here because I have them. And because, you know, I pulled down, I'm pretty happy about it. This is $110 right here. But yeah, this is just a deck. Like I said, I threw together for fun. Again, you could probably take this to an FNM and go, you know, decent with it. You know, I might play it if I don't play Company. So anyway, I'm Nick from Motor City Magic. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace the fuck out. Now if I can stop the recording.